Yeah, guys. Morning, afternoon, whatever you want to call it. I actually have no idea what topic I want to talk about today or anything like that. Just going to talk about shit's going with me. But we'll see what happens. Um, so I suppose everyone wants to know what's been going on because a couple of posts I put up recently. Things have been happening in my life. So I'll give you a short little thing. Basically, well, I'm homeless at the moment. Doesn't look like it, but I am. Um, So basically, homeless, had my no dog taken off me. I've had my family all gone now. I've dealing with traumas from childhood, which has caused all this. Need to be done. The person who was the abuser, who abused me. Uh, oh, you can't talk saying that. The person who abused me when I was younger, and my whole life. Um, the physical was 13. Whole life's been mates and family, emotional control, narcissist. Fucking, you get a textbook out. That's it. But it is what that is. So basically, been out in a motel, Belmont, linked to home. Was trying to make a new start. I was paying contribution fees, doing the rental searches, which is pretty hard to find a rental under for $350 or 300 was the limit, but I could push it to 350. Doing my thing, but didn't want to have to go get back to work. But also happens, see what big fella upstairs, so I plan with that one, and what I want. Obviously, is the most important thing. Other than that, then so I had that under control. It was a shit situation. I had it under control. I had a plan to go forward. I was doing it. Slowly getting back to mental health. Just starting to get back again. And then I had that girl I spoke about in the last that last YouTube video. She was messaging me. I have just found out. I've always known, but I just had no proof about it. I always say to boys that she's making fake accounts and she's messaged me. I swear this is her. Well, she was. Had about, I actually couldn't count how many she's had. Oh God, I don't know. There's that many. I don't know. We started talking. We, I got what I wanted. A little bit. I got that much of it. For a second. Half second. Quarter second. So basically, like, both admitted our feelings for each other. Isn't it surprising they felt the same too? Exact same way. I felt like a mirror. I wonder why that was. But anyway, that was very heartwarming. That was very beautiful. I got to tell her how I felt, genuinely, authentically. I got about 5 seconds of her doing that, and then she get back to stupid stuff. And then I deserve more. I knew that, so I was getting more. I don't mind this. This is coming in the story too. Don't worry. MRSA it's called. It's fucking horrible. Usually happens when I'm really really stressed. I'm looking after myself generally because they're both linked. And it's really my hair's in here cause what are they called? Basically, it's like my hair's really thick, really really thick and strong. I've had like razors, like cutthroats, can't cut through them. And there's more than one in the pore. There's about 6 or 10 in some pores, so they get ingrowns. That's the word. Ingrowns. So I get a million ingrowns, and it just kicks off from there. But it just spreads because I am a picker, and if I'm stressed as well, I don't care properly, and I rush. That's why I be particular how I shave, and I wasn't this day. I was in a rush. Wanted to go out. Wanted to go have a drink. I used a razor that was old and caused ingrowns. And then I'm stressed, and I pick, and then this happens. Usually, that happened within. That went from got to that nothing, basically nothing, from one ingrown. to that in under 30 hours, 36 hours. It's ridiculous. So it's always like that. But I've been hospitalised because of this. Um, Spent years not actually knowing what it was and just dealing with it myself as an idiot, and then found out it's a medication resistant strain of staph that I get if I get real bad infections on my skin or get any sort of prolonged surface infection. It goes to that. They have a party there. So I got medication, I'm getting that back sorted, which is good. But the reason I am homeless at the moment and not in my motel, it's an interesting question. Well, she'd make fake accounts. I would do anything for anyone I loved. I'll give them anything. I'll give them my last pair of underpants if it's my only item of clothing in a snowstorm to keep them warm and me freeze. I've been like that since my whole life. It's just who I am. I'll never will stop being that. I don't want to stop being that. I like who I am as a person because I am a good person. I get persecuted for that a lot. Not persecuted. It brings up a lot of issues to other people. A lot of projections. People think I'm a nice dude. I must be after something, or they've got they've had bad experiences with partners in the past that. Like most people who will do that sort of stuff, narcissists controlling people, they'll put up a front or a mask, and that's their fake people, and then they'll bring out the real stuff, which is the narcissist stuff. So they generally play the nice dudes before they reveal the bad self. But tell you what, guys, there is actually nice dudes out there. There's nice girls out there too. It's people, not genders. It's people. People are the problem. Don't drag on the genders. I hate that. No one gender is better than the other. It's just that both people are fucked because society's fucked and made people like that. But it is what that is. So basically, we're talking. She's asking needed money or something like that. I'll give her a bit. Give her a bit more. Give her a bit more. Give her a bit more because I care about it and she's pushing for it. And I sort of knew it was a bit, I not to mention that, she had other people involved in this too. That she actually got, in the end there, this was something to do with her boyfriend as well. There's stuff going on there, like I heard around town that I don't even know what I heard, but I know she told me she's not happy. I don't know why she's with him. Like, she won't tell me why she's with him. She told me why she's not happy and what he's done wrong, but she won't tell me why she's with him. She told me she was not with him to start with, to be honest, and I have to find that out. I actually used my brain and my intuition and said, well, why are you doing this? And it worked out, so. How do you know these things? Because I do. It's called intuition. It's called being linked to upstairs. It's called knowing myself. I've done the healing enough to do that. I can actually understand my internal thought process. I haven't got other people's projections interrupting them and me getting confused, or what people want me to do and me getting confused of what I should do, what's right to do. It's along those lines, but that is what that is. So she took all my money, which was for my contribution fees and rental bond and to get myself out of homelessness, which you think someone who cared about you would want you to. But even then, I would have still given her the money. I would have given her every penny, if she's my person. To be honest, I would. I'll always put them before. I'll always put their situation before mine, which is probably not a good thing because it's a bad self-love act. But at the same time, if it comes down to that point in situation and they need some, I'd always do it. But I get in trouble. So I've had to stay at a friend's house tonight because it's absolutely pissing down. I don't want to do that. I didn't want to. I had to make the call. I ended up going to the hospital to get some medication for this, which it's killed a good part of the day, so I didn't have to sit out in my car or think about being homeless. But at the same time, she was at the hospital as well, which I sort of had a couple of visions about, a couple of dreams. I've also been told by a heap of tarot readers, my tarot readers. Over the last 12 months, I've been getting pretty much over the last day. Some of the events that transpired have been being told that's going to happen for the last 12 months. So I wasn't exactly not expecting it. It was actually freaking me out a little bit. I'd hoped that she'd come to her senses, man up, love herself enough to do what she needed to do and set boundaries, and didn't even care if you got. I just wanted to. I just wanted to love herself and do the right thing for herself, not do what others want. I would love to be with her, but I'm not going to be with someone that's going to treat me like that. And I would like her, because I do care about her and love her, even though she's done what she's done still, to do the same. I'd still like to, yeah, I still care. But anyway, it is what it is. So, summary. I lost my dog, lost my family. I was jailed too. I was in the lockup. So her cockhead, there's a copper. Well, I assume there's a copper at Raymond Terrace Police Station that I'm pretty sure is connected to her. I can't trust the word out of her mouth at the moment. She said yes, but she could be just playing to say that. I have no idea. My intuition is saying yes, yes, yes. So I'm gonna go with that one. And the evidence is all adding up to it as well, like the chain of events, everything. Well, when I was in there, they basically tried to provoke me for 22 hours. I kept the lights off, so I was in the dark for 22 hours. They had the door geared up in front of the doors open, naming all the names under the sun at me, trying to make me feel worse about the situation, trying to aggravate me to get me to go at them. It was an absolutely horrible experience. Made me realise I don't want to be jailed. I couldn't be jailed. The whole reason I do what I do and not do anything wrong or do what I want to do sometimes is for the simple fact is I don't want to go to jail. I like my freedom. I want my freedom. And you put me in jail and take my freedom away for something I shouldn't be in there for or done, and I'm a victim. I felt like a cage line. I actually felt I could sympathise. I could realise what they actually feel like, why they pace up and down, up and down, up and down. Those tigers and those things, and everyone watching them, like, they don't know why they're in there. They don't know they haven't done nothing wrong. They just get put in the cage and they're like, fuck this. And I was at a point, I cracked my own freaking cheekbone here from hitting myself because it was either hit them or hit me. That's how angry I was. Not a good thing to be angry. I'm like, learned. I've learned to deal with people. I'm heaps better than I was a month ago. Seriously, like some of the things I've been through, I thought I was good at them before, which I didn't. I was able not to physically react, but I would still get an emotional reaction out of me. Now I'm finding I'm getting that a lot better too. So it's good. It's allowing me to make changes. I can see that now too. So I have taken a moment to step back and actually take a think about what you got to do, about things you do, how they feel with you, why you do them, why'd you do them, how does that make you feel, how did that make you feel when you were doing it, why'd you, like all that sort of stuff. And eventually you get to a conclusion which will it makes the thought less heavy. It makes it instantaneously light. Also got asked by her today, how do I know these things? I think I was freaking them out with some of the things I was doing. Like, how do I know she was in the ambulance? How she was in the ambulance? How do I keep picking these fake profiles? Because people do age up. And I can, within a word normally, or sometimes even just when the ad or the way it's added, or in the middle of a conversation, the way she's talking, I get these little alarm bells that go off. And obviously I've got a history and experience, and I put down why would you be doing that. I connect that up onto it, and that brings me to my answer sort of much. So it's like, what do I know about her? Why she would do things in a situation? What's the history? Has she done this before? Would she do it again? Why is this sentence or this word making me think that is something that is come from her or something like that. Because people have a certain way of talking. It's like a signature. Certain words they use and put in front of each other and stuff like that. I take notice of all that stuff. I'm very, very observant. I just don't tell everyone I'm very observant. People think I'm just an idiot running around, but I'm not. I actually watch everything, analyze everything. You wouldn't want to be in my head. Like, it is fucking. It's awesome. It's like riding a roller coaster. Actually, I have no analogy. It's just nuts. Actually, I've got analogies, but they're probably not suitable for ease, and they're probably dumb too. I don't know what I'm saying. But yeah. So though she asked me, well, how do I know these things? And I went to her, and she was like, how's that? Like, how can you do this? Well, I'll break it down quickly for everyone. I started healing 12 months, over 12 months ago from my boxing, like mentally, emotional trauma, and that. It allowed me to look at other things, which has got me into trouble today, and allowed me to call out the person who had done to me, because it become clear in my mind what had actually happened. It wasn't just a really bad dream. It was something that was fucked up, something that was I was drugged, and then my whole life has been questioned and told that I don't know my own reality, and it's that sort of stuff. So by the time you're 30 years old, you sort of like you're already been told that didn't happen, which has fucked you up all this time. And then you've gone through a whole identity that's been manipulated and controlled to be a certain way, so that you won't believe in yourself or trust yourself enough, or your own memories, even your own memories, trust your own memories that it actually happened in reality, which saw your own two eyes, or things that actually happened to you, that you're not going to trust that, so you're not going to rat them out. And they're also going to control the information, so they're going to get separate groups, and they get control, and then they'll they keep separate information separate, so that they can, so it makes it easier to manipulate and control their narrative. It makes them look like a victim or a hero, and sorry, my blank. But yeah, it was complete. I called it out I still remember when I was, actually, that's what I was going to say. I still remember when I was younger, and it had happened to me, and all the emotional abuse had been amped up, obviously. I'm in year 8, I'm wandering the backfield, and I felt like no one, I wasn't wanted, like I wasn't, who I was as a person wasn't accepted or good enough, and it was only causing me suffering. So I literally, actually, I remember this. I was like, who do I want to be? Who do people like? Who do they like? What do people like? When you pick, that's how you pick your personality. That's how you become a people pleaser and sheep. And you get to my age and you didn't know where you are, who you are, what. So I went through all that, and I've still dealing with that, but it's hard. So I was doing that anyway. So I'd sit with myself for a long time, and I'd start talking about self-love. So self-love is boundaries. Like, what do I deserve? What don't I deserve? How do I deserve to be treated? What do I like doing? Am I uncomfortable in this situation? All those sort of things. And you're asking yourself those sort of questions, and you're getting answers, it sort of forces you to set boundaries, because then you see answers there. There's no, oh, but he's done this, or he's just having a bad day. He's always having a fucking bad day, mate. So like, you can't keep making that excuse, because that excuse does not fucking fly. If he's only having a bad day, it's not going to be a problem, because you're not going to be questioning yourself all the time. You know what I mean? If you're coming up with the same fucking answer all the time, it's one long bad day for a year, isn't it? Dickhead. So you start setting yourself boundaries and self love, and next thing you know, like, you're starting to interpret your own, because you're actually looking at your feelings internally as you go in. As I was saying, you go in to go out. Go in to go out. What's inside is what is a reflection of outside's a reflection of what's inside and how you feel about yourself and how you perceive yourself. So you think you're a fat cunt, you will be a fat cunt. Your looks will change to be a fat cunt. By literally, you will eat food because you're off. I just eat. I'm a fat cunt anyway. So your body's gonna change. I'm a slob. You think you're a slob? You think you're a dirty cunt? Guess what? Your house is gonna be dirty. You're gonna get dirty. You're gonna get bugs. You're gonna get fucking fleas and bird lice, and you're gonna be a dirty cunt. And you probably smell. You probably definitely smell. I can smell you from there. But so you start interpreting your feelings and who you are as a person, and you start sorting it all through, and you start noticing, I was only doing that because to make this person happy because that's what they wanted, and I was miserable and I've got no investment in that. Well, that can stop there. There's one boundary set. And you go through like that, but by doing that, you've understood your language and you understand your language better inside yourself. It made me feel this way because that way, and everyone's got their own language inside how they internally process and verbalize those emotions and thoughts into a word in their head that translate that word that we've made up, English language. There was no language before any of us. Like we're basically interpreting our language that we'd seen in the world into another language that has got a million different contexts, a million different ways it can be said, read, and understood, and meanings for one word. Words can be spelled the same, and they can be completely different meanings of different objects from just how they say it, and they just spelled the same. It's a dumb language. But anyway, so that's what we're doing. So understanding that language inside yourself allows you to understand that what's not your energy and what is your energy. And by doing that, you start to pick up on things from other people. You'll start reading people better. You'll start understanding their motives better. You'll cut their motives off before they do it because you'll recognize something because you've actually looked at it, which is it's what's that called? Prevention. It's better than a band-aid. That sounded like an infomercial then. Prevention. Use it. Better than a band-aid. But anyway, so that's happened. And then I'm still getting messages from her on fake accounts. But it's what that is. I deserve better. I want another old heart. But I don't want someone who loves me and treats me like that. I deserve more. So, if she don't man up, I'm gone. That's what basically happened. She chose, I left. And then she fucking got nasty. But, it is what it is. I'm at the moment never felt more alone. But I feel faith. My team, I feel angels around me. I feel my ancestors around me. I feel like I am protected. I am I've still got faith to do exactly what I'm doing. I am going to be a boxer. I am going to be champion. I am going to change the world. I am going to try and talk my shit so that people can actually heal or take anything from me to help would be great. So as long as I help, just want to keep doing it. It is what it is. But we'll see what time happens. And I really hope that it work out for her. One thing I desire more than anything at the moment. Well, not more than anything. There's nothing I desire because it would come up. I would love the truth. It gives me truths in ways that. It gives me a truth that she can't. She'll do it on an account. It's not under a name. And we'll start talking. and then all of a sudden, or she'll delete parts of the conversation sometimes. Um, she, I don't know. It's like she just, I swear, it's like she's, I don't know, asking for help maybe, in a dumb way without asking for help, but she's got to help herself. I've, help yourself. I had to. Everyone else has to. Do the right thing, or you're gonna be unhappy the rest of your life. With assholes that take advantage of you. That is what that is. Right. I might have rambled on enough, I think. I don't even know if I talk sense in this video. It's been a long 3 days. I've bit my head's just too much. Overload, emotionally overload, fucking everything. And it's still going, I'm still going for it. So the plan is to just break up and just start the day again. Just keep going with the same goal. So you don't have to be with people you love. It'd be nice and it'd be beautiful. But if they're not treating you right and doing toxic things to you, it's only going to make you toxic in the end. So we end up poisoning her. She gets poisoned and then you get poisoned too. So you both dying. So it's dumb. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully she that's up to her. Alright, see you guys.